Hello, and today I want to talk to you about expenses at networking events. It's, as you can tell by the background, it's autumn and it's a popular tax return time, and what expenses from networking are tax deductible is a very particular topic. So I'm a bit of a go at that. As you can see, I'm outside. This is the whole point of being freelance, is I can do this outside. So I hope you're outside possibly when you're listening at all as well. So the first one is one that you definitely can tax deduct, is travel to and from the event. That's absolutely fine. Bus, taxi, private jet, that's all fine. But obviously you haven't paid the private jet for yourself, possibly not put that through. But no, that's all fine. Just keep a record of, you know, where you were going, why. That's all fine. The next thing, slightly trickier, is the price of the event. Now that one is almost certainly fine as well. Keep a note of whether or not the food and drink, if there is any, is actually included in the price. But no, the price of the event is absolutely fine. Again, that goes into marketing, although you don't necessarily have to do the categories, but you know, you can either choose to do that, or if you've got a higher budget, then or you've got an accountant doing it for you, then you'll need to know that. And on to the slightly trickier one, food and drink. Now this is where you need to concentrate. So first of all, is the price of food and drink included in the ticket? Now if the price of food and drink included in the ticket, so for example you're going to a lunch event where food is included, you're going to a breakfast event where breakfast is included, you're going to a dinner where dinner is included, or you're going to an absolutely rather fabulous networking event with the cocktails, and the cocktails are free as part of your ticket, get in there. That's all fine as well. The reason is to use HMRC's wording is that the food and drink is incidental to the actual cost of the ticket, and the ticket is tax deductible because it's a marketing expense. So whether or not you consume the cocktails, not too many please if you're at work, or not, is kind of like fairly relevant to actually how much you pay, which is where it's fine. Same thing with the food and drink, breakfast, lunches, that kind of thing. However, if you pay separately, so for example you go to a networking event and you have dinner afterwards, or you go to a networking event and it's over lunch and you have to pay for lunch separately, that is not tax deductible, and it goes into an entertainment category, again if you have categories. I would suggest that even if you don't have an accountant doing it all for you and doing it yourself, which would be my people, that's you, hello. Then you actually keep track of all of this stuff, because it can actually seriously add up. And apart from anything else, you want to know actually how much money you're spending this, so you get good value from it. That's my mantra. You know, it's not actually about how much you're spending. It's actually about, are you getting good value? If you like having these things in really fabulous places, then go. It doesn't matter, as long as you've got the money for it. But so keep track. I separate this out in my spreadsheet. It's up to you. So now I appreciate this slightly bit of a bummer, because quite often they are separate, but I'm afraid they are entertainment. And the reason this is for HMRC view it as basically you need to eat and you need to drink to keep yourself alive, therefore it is personal, and personal costs are not tax deductible, which is why it's included and it's okay as long as it's part of the price. So just keep an eye on that. Say, just carry on, keep doing your stuff, keep going to these events, but just bear that in mind and just keep track of it. So I say that's one of the things I offer, is making sure that you actually keep track of all that spending, and you know what you're spending it on. You're not just putting it all in the right places afterwards. So that's the main thing. It's tax deductible expenses, non-tax deductible expenses for networking and events. Actually, just to add on to that, if you're actually meeting somebody in a cafe or something like that, that isn't tax deductible either. Basically, you know, you are choosing to do it, is their view. So basically, unless you're going to an event and the food and drink is part of the cost, then it's not. So what is tax deductible is travel, the cost of the event, and sometimes the food and drink. What is not tax deductible is food and drink as separate to the networking event, but most of it is. which is pretty damn good, I think you'll find.